Hello, and thank you for joining us for our Allied Arts presentation today. I'm Shannon Lockwood, and I have been the Employee Giving Manager for Allied Arts for the past 3 years. I'm just going to jump right in with some basic information about Allied Arts. We are a nonprofit in downtown Oklahoma City, an automobile alley. This is our 50-year anniversary, and with the help of our wonderful community over those 50 years, we have been able to mobilize over $73 million for our arts and cultural community. Each year we get to help fund over 40 different arts and cultural organizations through 3 types of grants. The organizations you see on the screen received funding from Allied Arts in 2020. So why is it important to have a strong arts and cultural community? Well, there are so many reasons, but one that impacts all of us is that the arts boost our economy. They bring jobs into Oklahoma. They bring tourism into Oklahoma. They give us an incredible quality of life. And when businesses are looking for a new state to put down roots, they look at our arts and cultural community because they want their employees to live somewhere where they will have a wonderful quality of life. And on top of all of those things, every organization supported by Allied Arts has outreach programs that touch our entire state, making art accessible for everyone. And now that so many of these outreach programs have gone virtual, they're touching the entire world, making a worldwide impact straight from Oklahoma. Of course, in March, COVID-19 devastated our world and our community. It has been exceptionally difficult for the arts community because when you think of the arts, you think of large group activities, things like performances, festivals, concerts, exhibitions, classes, summer camps. It was all canceled or extremely scaled back to keep people safe. The Brookings Institution put out a study that studied our creative industries in Oklahoma between April and the end of July, and they found that the COVID-19 impact for our creative industries was a $606 million revenue loss and the loss of 19,500 jobs. But despite all of these losses, our arts community has been so creative in finding ways to still connect us, finding ways to give us hope, ways to give us joy, ways to give us escape. So today, that's what I want to focus on because there are so many wonderful things going on that you just have to hear about. The Oklahoma City Ballet has so many wonderful free outreach programs. They have Chance to Dance, which is a free program for kids with special needs. They have Dance for Parkinson's, which is a mostly seated dance class so that everybody can participate. And they have Golden Swans for people who are 60 and up who just want to learn how to dance. And when everything started shutting down due to the pandemic, they got these classes up and running on Zoom within 2 weeks. They helped everybody get logged in, and especially for the seniors who were stuck at home for months on end, who often, this dance class is their one social event for the week. This was a lifeline. It gave them a sense of normalcy. It gave them a chance to see their friends. It gave them a chance to get physical activity. And the Golden Swans class loved it so much that they begged the Oklahoma City Ballet to have an extra dance class every week, and the ballet was more than happy to make that happen for them. Last year, the organization supported by Allied Arts provided over 643,000 art experiences for school kids right here in our state. And some wonderful art experiences are going on at the Maybe-Guerra Museum of Art. So this is one of the groups we support. They're in Shawnee, Oklahoma. They're on the former campus of St. Gregory's University. And if you haven't been out there, you should go. It is so neat. They have ancient Egyptian mummies. They have a whole collection of African masks. They have Native American regalia. They have art from multiple continents. They bring in kids for free field trips when it's safe to do so. And they also teach art classes. And before the pandemic, one of the classes that art teacher Julie Britton was teaching was at the Kickapoo Child Care Center. She was working with 140 kids. And she told me that several of the kids in the class are either on the autism spectrum or they have ADHD, and that the colors and textures in art are so good for those kids. There's one little guy named Ryan who he would just be slouched over, hiding in his hoodie every time she came in. He never said a word, and she asked the other teachers, and they said, he's nonverbal. We've never heard him speak. Well, one day, they were making this project right here. They were turning CDs and colorful yarn into a mobile. and every kid got to come and pick their favorite color of yarn. And when it was Ryan's turn, he pointed and he said, "I want blue." And the teachers couldn't believe it. They had never heard this kid speak. And so he went, he sat back down, he was working on the project, it was time to pick another color. He got up, he thought he could just point to it, but Julie said, "Use your words." And Ryan said, "I want red." And he gave her a big hug. And it was at that moment that Julie knew that what they're doing was really making an impact for so many kids. Art is the one thing that helps them come out of their shell. It's the thing that shows them how to express themselves, and it teaches them how to be vulnerable so they can build trust with their teachers and their peers. It's the thing that helps them build confidence. It's the thing that helps them advocate for themselves. It was that thing for Ryan. He's 5 years old now, and he's going to carry that lesson with him for the rest of his life. The next time that Julie came to the class, Ryan was not hiding in his jacket. He was sitting up tall. He was playing with the colors. He was sharing with the other kids. This is life-changing. And when the pandemic hit, even though maybe Gara couldn't go out to the Kickapoo Child Care Center, they were still able to put together art kits for kids to come to the museum to pick up. And I know they distributed some of those kits to the kids at the Kickapoo Child Care Center too, so that they could continue to be creative, since it has just been so impactful. I have one more story to share with you, and it is about the Metropolitan School of Dance, which is one of the organizations supported by Allied Arts. They teach all kinds of different styles of dance. They have students that are 3 years old all the way up to students in their 80s. And this lovely lady right here, Frances Pitts, is the executive director, and she told me that 90% of the students at Metropolitan are from low-income households. So they're going to dance for $0 a month or 10, because Frances does not believe that finances should get in the way of a great dance education. And Frances also saw that not every person dancing at Metropolitan knew where their next meal was coming from, so she partnered with the regional food bank to make sure that everyone has a meal every time they come to dance class. She's fueling their bodies with food, she's fueling their spirits with dance, she's lifting up the entire community, and they are like family. So today I want to share with you about this little girl and this lady. It's the same person. Her name is Sarah Liggins. She's 34 years old. She has been taking dance classes off and on with Metropolitan for the past 28 years. When Sarah was 6 years old, she had one leg that was smaller than the other, and the doctor encouraged her to take a dance class to strengthen her leg. And Sarah had no idea at the time that dance was going to get her through so many more challenges in life than just with the leg. In fact, she went through many traumatic experiences in her life, and she said that dance started her healing process. She said that dance was hard for her, and it taught her how to persevere when times got tough. But she also said that dance was her positive outlet that helped her escape when things were really, really difficult. And her hardest year was one when 8 of her closest friends and family members all passed away. Sarah told me that her family has really been plagued with major health issues that are magnified by poor nutrition and a generally sedentary lifestyle. And unfortunately for Sarah, she's not immune to the health issues of her family. And as she was dealing with some stressful life events, like so many of us, she gained some weight, and she was so concerned that she would go down the same path as her other family members. She has a young daughter to take care of, and she was determined to get healthy so she could stay alive. And so she started eating right. She signed up for dance classes because she had been not going for a while. She wanted to get back into it, and she and her daughter got so fit and so healthy. Well, Sarah is a health inspector for the Oklahoma City County Health Department, and one day she was out inspecting a business, and she finished the job. She turned to leave. Her heart stopped. She fell over dead. The paramedics came. They did CPR on her for 20 minutes. They finally got her heart started back up. She was rushed to the hospital. She was placed into a medically induced coma for 2 days. The doctor drew her blood while she was there, and he told her that had she not made the positive health changes, the healthy eating, the dancing that she had made, she would not have survived this medical situation. And Sarah said, because I had made a decision to do something better in my life than what I was exposed to, I am still here. Not only did dance give her the physical stamina to stay alive, it also gave her the will to live. Frances Pitts, executive director of Metropolitan School of Dance, visited Sarah in the hospital because she's not just a dance teacher. They become family at our arts organizations, the Allied Arts supports. These are families, they're communities, and Frances cares about all of her dancers. And when Frances came to visit Sarah, Sarah said, I had to stay alive because I wanted to dance. Sarah told me that sometimes in life people only exist and they never really live. And for her, dance is her way to truly enjoy living. Her recovery has been really hard. The day that I talked to her, her fingers were not moving. In spite of that, she still signed up for 4 dance classes this year because she said dance is what sustains her. The arts heal. They do. So many people, the arts can heal communities. So I always like to share with people that Allied Arts typically does not receive city, county, state, or federal funding, although we did get a wonderful community development block grant from the city of Oklahoma City this year. We are infinitely grateful. But typically our funding comes from corporate donations, foundation grants, and individual donors like us. People that see that the arts boost our economy, they heal people, they give us joy and escape, and they want to live in a place that has a strong arts community. So I encourage you, please give this year. If you've given before, if you're able, please increase your donation. Our arts community needs you. We have lost 2 of our grantees because of financial ramifications of this pandemic, and we simply cannot afford to lose any more. We need your help. And when you give to Allied Arts, there are wonderful benefits that come with it. At the $50 level, you'll receive our OK City card, which is our Allied Arts discount card. You get discounts at over 300 locations. It's restaurants, shops, arts, entertainment. You can see all of our partners at okcitycard.com or on our app in the App Store. Just search for Allied Arts and you'll find it. We also have step-up artwork. So if you give at the $150 level, you'll receive the OK City card and a piece of artwork that for our 50th anniversary has generously been underwritten by W&W AFCO Steel. Thank you to them. And our wonderful step-up artist this year is local artist Joe Slack. I'm sure you have seen lots of his work out in the community. He makes steel sculptures, and the piece that he made for our step-up artwork this year is this one right here. And I was talking to him about it because it's abstract. I wanted to know what it meant. And he told me that all of the shapes cut out of the sculpture represent the obstacles that we face in life. And he told me that the piece is called Direction because it's about finding our direction and overcoming all of those obstacles. And I simply cannot imagine a better piece of art for this year. In all that we have gone through, we will have this piece of art on our shelf 20 years from now and remember everything that we were able to overcome. We also have a couple of wonderful donor groups we would love for you to be a part of. Our Young Professionals group is Catalyst. You can join at the $300 level for an individual or a $500 donation for a couple. And we have our Circle Club for people who give $1,000 or more each year. Please join a donor group. Your donation will make a massive difference in this year of so much need. And in typical years, our donor groups get together for large group gatherings. You get to know other people who support our arts community. And in times when we can't gather in large groups, we're doing some really fun virtual art experiences and outdoor art experiences as well. So how do you donate? It's easy. Just go to AlliedArtsWP.com, find your company's logo and click on it. It'll take you to a web page that looks like this. Just click the Donate Now button. You can make a credit card donation. You could even do 12 credit card installments. If you do $12.50 for each installment, you'll receive the step-up artwork and the OK City card. Some companies allow their employees to do payroll deductions. If your company allows that, it will be an option on your website. Some companies also prefer to use a paper pledge form, and if that's the case for your company, you'll receive that from your coordinator and just fill it out and return it to them. So I want to share with you quickly about art around OKC.com. This is our comprehensive arts and cultural calendar. It's your one-stop shop for any sort of performance, exhibition, class, anything you want to do in the arts, you can find it here. We hope you get lots of great use out of it. And I just want to tell you, thank you for tuning in. You have heard several ways that the arts are healing our community, and our arts organizations need our help to heal now too. So please give, and thank you for supporting Allied Arts.